Michael here, driving on home here. Wanted to kind of give it is kind of windy and breezy here today. Still mild. The front hasn't moved through. It's kind of waiting for the next area of low pressure to come up along the front and provide some more rain, even some thunderstorms with us for later tonight. Severe weather doesn't look likely. Of course, I said that yesterday. We had some severe thunderstorm warnings, and tornado warnings this morning. So the event of last night definitely overachieved, as we say. But I really want to get on here and talk about. I've seen it all over social media, of course, and seen the video myself. Even shared it of the chasing that happened in Iowa yesterday, and kind of expressing my feelings of how I feel about what I saw yesterday after everything had went through and everything. And so here it goes. Obviously, when we chase, since we are providing a service to others in times that could be potentially deadly for the general public and chasers for that matter, it's very important that we be a good example to how to chase, where to chase, and conducting ourselves when we are chasing. With that said, adrenaline does get in the way sometimes, and I am very aware that adrenaline got a hold of probably a few chasers yesterday, but I think we all know the one that's causing the stir today. I've never met Stas. I think that's how you pronounce his first name. I've never met Stas. I've talked to him online many times, and as far as I know, we never chased in the same area or not. The dude's passionate. He is aware of what he's doing and knowledgeable. Did the adrenaline get the best of him yesterday? Obviously it did. And I'll never apologize for being a friend of Stas and his passion. I'll never apologize for that. My hope is that he will have learned from yesterday and will be more careful during the next chase. Do I think he should never chase again? No, absolutely not. Do I think he'll learn from this? Yeah, I think he will. Can we all learn from it? Yes, I too have not always been I've let adrenaline get to me as well, and mainly through the best I could describe it is kind of spazzing at times, kind of getting extra excited when in fact I shouldn't be, because there are people's lives being changed. I think immediately of recent times of where I chased down the road here about 40 miles or so down to a little town called Ellettsville on June 15th of 2019. I was a little too pumped for that one. Was in the direct path of an EF2 tornado, though it was beginning to weaken. It was nearly a quarter mile wide at one time and caused a lot of destruction in forestry down in Monroe County, coming up into Morgan County, coming up to a portion of the Morgan Monroe State Forest. And which I know by looking at it, seeing that there was no left or right motion, it was knowing that thing was coming right at me. And should have been a little more careful. Now, I was able to get out of the way, pull over to the side of the road, even though I did see people under the underpass that was going across I-69 down there. and people were under it, which is a big no-no. Because the winds just tunnel in there even more so. Fortunately, the tornado went north of there. It wasn't a direct hit on that overpass, otherwise it could have been bad. And it could have been bad for me if the storm was moving faster, being right in the path of it. So, and my actions and emotions were charged, and I should have brought them down a bit, because there were people who lost their homes, and a lot of forestry was destroyed. So a lot of, security, if you will, for the local animals in the area was destroyed. And I probably wouldn't be surprised if there was some wildlife that was killed. I don't know. Fortunately, no people were seriously injured or anything from that storm. And fortunately, is what happened over in, I'm trying to think, he was in Winterset, Iowa, I think, yesterday. I think Stas was in Winterset, Iowa yesterday. Fortunately, nobody was hurt, nobody was killed in that area. And I know there others were in other portions of the state. Because yes, Stas could have very easily had been in a serious accident if he had hit either one of the vehicles that were in the road in front of him. Which I was wondering why there were two vehicles that had the roadblock there. They didn't look like any law enforcement or anything. So that was kind of odd. In that case, I probably would have turned around myself. And driving on wet roads, particularly when there's severe weather around and high winds around, it can get dicey really, really quick. And I think that caught him off guard yesterday, and he tried to hit the brakes on it. It was too late and went off the road. Fortunately, he was able to get back on. Fortunately, no other vehicles were involved. So I'm hoping as Stas and everybody else is out today, I will not be. Of course, I'm right up here in Indy. I would hope that let's be careful out there. Let's be safe as we can. Get the information to the Weather Service or local authorities or local media sources if it's possible to get a signal out. And let's just be careful out there. Because what we do, we're around dangerous storms. These storms could kill us. We know that. We accept the risk when we go out there and we do what we do. So let's be safe out there. Let's do our best to report to the Weather Service, and of course obeying all traffic laws